you poor, or at least you ain't rich. We need to change that. But in order to change that, you gotta have skills. Not the skills you already have. I don't mean getting high playing Call of Duty and gooning. I mean high income skills. Because the reason you ain't rich is because you don't have high income skills. What are high income skills? These are skills that people will pay you a lot for. Either a company will hire you for, or if you have your own business, consumers or other businesses will hire your own business for you to execute these skills. If you have high income skills, you can't be broke. So it stands to reason you are broke because you don't have high income skills. Let's fix that today. I'm going to give you the top high income skills right now that you need to learn if you want to get rich. And some of these things you may think are difficult to learn, but you got good at a lot of things already. You got good at being poor. Some of y'all got good at being a Some of y'all are experts at gooning. You can get good at anything with enough effort. So if I was broke, I would put all my effort into acquiring these high income skills. High income skill number 1, sales. So my dad once told me when I was younger, he said, man, if you learn sales, you'll never go broke. And it's true, man. I know if I lost everything right now, I'm good enough at sales where I can just hit up some company or one of my boys who's got something to sell, yo, let me sell for you. Or I have other skills who let me run your sales team. But sales is a high income skill. So this is your ability to persuade people to buy products. The beauty of sales is if you're an entrepreneur, you got your own business, you have mad responsibility. You are in charge of everything. Everything is your fault. You got to have a bunch of different skills, and you got to be in charge of the sales too, right? The beauty of it is you get freedom. Now, if you have a job, a lot of times jobs, your income is limited and your freedom is limited. A salesperson is the sweet spot where you don't have the responsibility of an entrepreneur because all you can hear about is making the sales, but you do have the income potential because you get paid off commission, and you have freedom. If you get the right company, you can make your own schedule. I think it's the sweet spot. Business is hard, man. Sometimes there's been times when the business wasn't doing so great and I just fantasized about quitting everything, selling Nissans or Jeeps or some shit, man. Because I didn't have no responsibility. I would just have to do the thing I'm really good at is sales. And whatever happens after they buy the car, man, that ain't my fault. That's Johnny Nissan's fault. If the shit explodes, they got to holler at Johnny Nissan. If the wheels fall off, hey man, y'all better holler at Nissan for that. But if you Johnny Nissan, you got to worry about everything, right? That's why I like sales jobs, right? And it's definitely in demand. Every fucking company that sells something expensive need salespeople. It's high in demand, and good salespeople make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. I paid one of my top salespeople $400K one year. You know what I'm saying? And he got to make his own schedule. He worked from home, fucking just sold all from Zoom. And I was like, man, that's a nice living. And what's cool about sales is the barrier to entry is low. It just requires skills. You got to develop that skills. You don't need a degree. Now, sales is one of the things I teach my students. Or I teach how to grow their online fitness business. I teach them sales because they have to do sales calls to actually sell people on high ticket training. If you want to learn more about online training, the link's in the description to an ebook I have called The 10 Commandments of Online Training. And you can see if that's a opportunity for you. It's 100% free, but I don't want to get distracted by that. Let's get to the next high income skill. Artificial intelligence and machine learning. Facebook has been hiring motherfuckers lately, giving them hundreds of millions of dollars, real quick, individuals, $100 million because they were good at artificial intelligence and machine learning. So that's like the top $100 million signing bonus, right? Every company's gonna need their own AI. This revolves around building systems that can learn from data and make decisions and learn how to use automations and shit. And the demand for this is skyrocketed. There are less people who are good at this. So this is really on the rise, and it's only gonna get bigger. People are making like multiple six figures all the way to like hundreds of millions of dollars. Like Facebook just hired a bunch of people and they paid them hundreds of millions of dollars as signing bonuses. And they need it because their AI shit is the worst one. You never hear nobody talking about Meta AI. You ain't searching shit with Meta AI. None of us are. They really need it. They're trying to catch up. But you need to learn that too, because I believe every company's going to need that going forward. Like I have friends who have businesses and they're hiring people now to build AI shit for them. Right? This is an emerging field. If you can learn this, you'll be in good shape going forward. However, the barrier of entry is high. Right? It requires advanced mathematical skills, programming skills, and you're going to have to learn all the new shit that comes out, and there's new shit coming out all the time. How would I go about learning? If I need to learn this shit, there's honestly a lot of inexpensive courses on a site called Coursera. Google has some courses on AI and machine learning. So does IBM. I'm not telling you to buy a course from an influencer. I'm like, get one from Google, get one from IBM. The next high income skill is copywriting. Copywriting is writing words that persuade people to take action. Basically, it's sales in print. So it can be persuading people to buy stuff, persuading people to click links, persuading people to sign up for stuff, right? The demand for this is high, man. Every online business needs copywriting, either for ads, for sales pages, or emails. Like, a lot of money is still made via email. Like, people really sleep on it. Go buy something from Target, man. They're gonna ask you for your email right now. Why is this multi-billion-dollar company still asking people for the email? Because it's fucking valuable. This is one industry that is susceptible to AI in the future. But right now, man, AI is better than bad copywriters. It's still not better than good copywriters, because AI lacks soul, except for Grok. Grok wants to take your soul and devour it. Grok has the soul of a demon. But yeah, copywriting, it still works and it's still important. The barrier of entry is pretty low. You just got to really learn the skill. It takes time to master, but no formal education is needed. Next high income skill, data analytics and data science. So this is being able to take data, visualize it, and create insights that are actionable for a business so they can make more money based off data. All the big companies use data science. And the demand for this is it's critical for decision making in big companies, especially big data driven businesses like, e-commerce, finance, tech. They all use data. And the average income for a data analytics person or a data scientist, it starts at 120 a year, but it can go up to over 200K a year. The barrier of entry is not very high. It requires you to know some coding languages like Python, shit like that. You got to probably use Google Data Studio and all the other data analytics shit. If you can learn this, man, and you get good at it, the demand is high for this. This is a skill that you can either get hired by a company, you can freelance, start your own company and get hired by businesses, right? The next high income skill is software development and engineering. This is designing and coding software that runs on everything from websites to mobile apps, right? And especially if you can do full stack, meaning you can do everything. You can be a developer and you can take it shit from idea to launch, full stack. And I know that, there's some stuff AI can help with this, but it's not perfect, man. I'm just telling you, AI now is better than a bad coder. It's on par with a bad coder. It's quicker than a bad coder, but a good coder, all the shit you're using now, AI ain't built yet. All the vibe coding shit, we ain't seen a vibe coding company make $1 billion that or turn into a huge company. Maybe it happens one day, but there's a ways to go, and there's still a lot of runway with that shit. I don't believe that it's going to be fully replaced. All right, I think in the future, the best coders and software engineers are going to be working with AI, working in conjunction with them, as opposed to being replaced by them. And I think that's what we're seeing now. Next one is blockchain development. Now, this has a high barrier of entry. It requires you to have a strong software development background and know blockchain specific knowledge. This goes around building DeFi apps, smart contracts, and systems using the blockchain and technologies like Ethereum and all that other bullshit. You can make a lot of money for this. There's a lot of demand for this. Crypto projects are booming. You see motherfuckers making hundreds of millions of dollars, billions of dollars off fucking fart coin and shit like that. But a fucking blockchain developer put that shit together. You can also put in your own blockchain shit if you know it. But you gotta be pretty smart to fucking figure this out. But if you can, it's gonna be worth it. If you get good at this shit, the sky's the limit to how much money you can make. Next high income skill is project management. Project manager oversees projects and ensures that they're completed on time within budget. The demand from this, every software development team, every tech team, they all need project managers. Project managers are in high demand. The starting salary is $90K. It can go to multiple six figures if you're really good. The barrier to entry is not that high, man. It helps if you have specific certifications like PMP or Scrum and leadership skills. Google has a project management certification, right? You gotta get it off Coursera, but that can help you get your foot in the door. For $50, you can get this shit. I don't see AI taking this over no time soon, at least, because it's easy for people to ignore robots. I know, because I have automation set up to remind my team to do shit. They'll ignore that shit until I hit them up. You know what I'm saying? Or until my project manager hits it up, all right? Another emerging field is prompt engineering. So this is creating specific effective prompts to get, outputs for AI models like ChatGPT, Midjourney, shit like that. The way most people write prompts is fine, but to get the most out of an LLM, a large language model, you got to get really good at writing prompts. And there are companies right now hiring prompt engineers for six figures. It's a really emerging market, and the barrier to entry is mad low, right? It requires creativity, strong communications, and a real understanding of how large language models work. I feel like Coursera needs to pay me for this. They didn't, but they should. I took Google's prompt engineering course on Coursera, and it was super helpful. I got better at writing prompts. And because of that, I started getting better outputs from AI. It's simple, but it's not easy. But people are actually paying for this shit, man. This ain't going away no time soon. Paid advertising. So this is, working for companies. You're the media buyer for like Meta ads, Google ads, TikTok, YouTube, shit like that. One of my richest friends, Jeremy Hayes, he has an ad agency, right? And he works for some of the biggest names. I can't say all of them because he has NDAs, but like biggest names in the info space. And he's gotten companies with just his ability to buy ads and run them. He took one company in particular from $400K a month to $2 million a month. Oh, and he gets a portion of that money. Like he works on commission. The best ads managers, you don't pay them monthly, right? You pay them a fucking portion of sales because they know how good they are. And it's way more than you would pay monthly. It involves creating and managing paid ads on digital platforms that drive traffic, right? It's driving traffic to offers and getting a return on investment. And this is high demand, man. Every e-commerce, course creator, service provider is probably the number one income generating skill is advertising. If you can learn how to run paid ads for other companies or for yourself, like even if you have your own business, learning how to run paid ads and you don't have to pay nobody. Like I used to run all the ads for my business. That's something I had to learn myself. That helped that Jeremy was one of my best friends, right? Like I made millions of dollars off of the ads that I ran. I also teach my students how to run ads in a High Ticket Trainer, where I teach people how to grow their online fitness business. If that's something you want to learn more about, like growing your online fitness business, click the link in the description. I have a free ebook that'll show you more about that business model, High Ticket Training, because it encapsulates a lot of these skills that I teach my students: buying ads, project management, sales, high ticket sales, right? A lot of this stuff is in there, right? Next high income skill is funnel building. So this is like building funnels for like ClickFunnels, Go High Level, even Shopify, building Shopify stats, basically building sales pages and funnels. This is highly in demand, right? It's popular in online marketing and is vital for sales because I've seen sales page chains and it doubles the income. And the barrier of entry is low, but the money, man, the income, especially if you can get paid off commission, you can go super hard, right? And then video editing. Maybe not as high as some of the other ones, but it's like, I'm looking at a motherfucker I pay 6 figures plus per year. And there's another motherfucker that he might be giving his video to edit in London, paying him 6 figures a year. So I know it's a high income skill because I got to pay a high income to 2 motherfuckers. But it involves, editing videos, both long form and short form. It's really highly in demand, especially with the popularity of short form content. I have a friend named Ryan McGee. He has a short form agency and all he does is short form content for a lot of big names. And he blows them up and they pay him a lot of money for that shit. It's not just editing. What Ryan does, he gets good at scripting, which is copywriting, and then packaging it, and then, and posting it the right way. He gets paid a lot of money for that. He's got $1 million, a short form video agency. All he does is short form. It works, man. Or you just be a video editor or a content agency. Again, that's another thing I teach my students in High Ticket Trainer, where I teach people how to grow their online fitness business. I teach them a bunch of these high income skills. I teach them funnel building, video editing, paid advertising, copywriting, high ticket sales, and I teach them a little bit of AI. I don't go too crazy, AI and prompt engineering, because we need to utilize it so we don't get left behind. If you want to learn more about online training, where you'll have to use a lot of these skills, click the link in the description. I have a free ebook called The 10 Commandments of Online Training. It really breaks down how to make money as an online trainer. That's how I made my first $1 million. And I've taught over 15,000 other people how to do the same. The book is free, but if you actually want to work with us, you'll learn a lot of these high income skills as well. And if you don't want to work with us, that's cool too. Find a way to learn some of these skills. I think Coursera is a good resource, man, just because it's companies like Google, IBM, Microsoft teaching a class. It's not like some guy. It's like these are multi-billion-dollar companies that have courses for like $50. Like I've been through a ton of them because I'm always studying, I'm always learning, and I think you should too. Click the link in the description, download that book, and I'll holler at y'all. Peace.